Grand Rising, loved ones. Welcome back to another episode of Healing Wisdom with me, your favorite spiritual advisor, Empress Oracle. So today, I would like, if you don't mind now, if I'm being too forward, stop me, okay? But I would like to, maybe just get into some life advice, some life tips, some life pointers today on learning yourself. Because as crazy as that may seem, I am monumentally shocked, appalled, and continuously surprised at the amount of people who don't really know them true selves and who they really are. And that's sad, especially in this day and age where we have so many identity crises going on, cultural appropriation and whatnot going on. Do you know who you really are? Do you know who you want to be? Do you know where you want to be? Do you know your true passions? Do you know what you really like? Huh? Are you sure? Or have you just been going with the status quo is and it's never working out for you and you're like, but damn, I don't understand. This is what I say I like. Do you really know yourself? You probably don't. So we're going to talk about that real quick and just get it together because it's time for us to learn who we really are, and it's time for us to learn ourselves. Okay? And first and foremost, tip number 1 for learning yourself is you're going to have to spend some time alone. I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear that because people don't like to be alone. I mean, it's human nature. Who wants to be alone, right? And that's not saying that you have to stay alone. However, especially when you're on a spiritual journey, when you're experiencing different growths and awakenings, enhancements in your spirituality, different shifts, a raise in your alignment, whatever you want to call it, you have to go within. You have to spend some time with yourself. You have to know yourself in order to know where you're going, in order to know what you want to achieve. And if you don't spend that time alone, you may end up getting the wires crossed. Especially if you're an empath or something, you might think you want something, but really you feeling what somebody else wants. You're pursuing other people's passions, dreams, and goals because you don't even know what your own are. You haven't spent time alone, so you don't even know what you really want. You just want to be partnered with somebody. No. Okay, now is the time where we all need to learn, besides standing up together, we all need to learn how to stand up for ourselves and on our own. Okay, and if you don't know who you are, you're going to be just flailing around like a damn napkin in the wind. We too old for that. All right? You have to stand for something or fall for anything. So once you take that time to go, take some time alone and go within, then you really need to sit there and take a evaluation of yourself. You're going to have to be honest with yourself, right? A lot of us, we don't like to read. We don't like to write. Because this day and age, everything has become so high tech and fast moving. However, you're going to need a pen and some paper, boo. You're going to need some pen and some paper, right? Something that I like to do because I personally feel like as a growing person and as a maturing person, I feel like every couple of years, you personally should take a self-evaluation and look and see your progress at least every 3 years or something. That's something I try to do for myself, and I think maybe it'd be very helpful for some of you if you try it out. Okay, so then you sit there and you have your goal. You say, okay, well, what have I accomplished in this span of time? Write that down. Write down what you have accomplished. Write down what you want to accomplish. Write down what you thought you were going to accomplish, but you didn't. Write down anything that comes to mind. Anything that comes to mind, just sit there and be honest with yourself. Give yourself a clear critique because nobody has to look at this but you. So you can be completely honest with yourself because at the end of the day, even if you're not, you're going to know on the inside and you're not helping yourself. You're doing more harm than good because you're lying to yourself. Alrighty? Period. Okay? And it's okay if as you start writing, you realize, damn, I didn't accomplish shit. That's just like, ching, somebody just turned the light on and made you aware of the situation. So now you see, you have tangible proof of what you need to work on. right there. And it's okay. That's just like a reminder, or like a self to-do list. And there's nothing wrong with that, because that's how you improve. The people who have the hardest time improving are the ones who feel like they don't need help or they don't have to do anything extra. Alrighty? Those are the ones who feel like they don't have to do self-maintenance, they don't have to take notes, they don't have to plan, organize, they don't need any type of structure. Those are the ones that just be like Tasmanian fucking devil, making a whole mess in a circle, going nowhere. We don't want to do that anymore. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay? And then you also look at that, you're like, all right, well, this past year or 3 years or whatever, it was okay. It wasn't that good. I achieved a lot of financial success or outward success, but on the inside, I'm still fucked up. I'm still single, I'm still bitter, whatever it is. And then, from there, it's going to be like a tree structure, whatever it's called. I don't know. I don't remember what the fuck it's called. Okay, y'all excuse me. Shit. But yeah, from there, you're going to go and you're going to be like, well, how can I go ahead and fix my inner instabilities these upcoming 3 years, or this upcoming year, or this upcoming 3 months? You can set your spans for as long as you want to. What I would say is easier. What I like to do personally is I try to set personal enhancement time frames that are reasonable and small, because I find that when I set shorter time frames for goals to achieve something, it's less pressure. It's easier to achieve. It makes you feel accomplished, and it motivates you to go on to the next step and do more. Alrighty, and before you realize it, you've achieved a whole bunch more, rather than if you went and set like a goal for like, a span of a year, and a lot can happen into the year, and you can lose focus into that time. And instead of having the time to regroup and come back, you didn't fall all the way off the wagon. You're like, well, fuck it. You feel me? I don't know if y'all kept up with that, but I feel me, and I know y'all got a little bit of what I'm saying. But yeah, that's what you have to do. You have to make these lists. You have to document it. You have to hold yourself accountable. Write down your goals, and it's okay. If you have to be realistic with yourself. You have to be realistic with yourself. Like, let's just say, you want to lose 100 pounds, right? Be realistic with yourself. Okay, how long do you think it's going to take you to lose 100 pounds? You can go from there. You can say, all right, I want to lose 10 pounds a month, starting off, and then maybe try to go up to, 10 pounds every 2 weeks once I get super fit. I don't know what you want to do, but you feel where I'm going with this, right? And you're going to go from there. But baby steps. We always want to make these big leaps and bounds, and then we get so discouraged when it doesn't work out. Okay? Instead, just like that saying goes, the race is not for the swift. Take your time to achieve the things that you want to. If you keep on chipping away at it and working on yourself slowly but surely, one day you're going to wake up and you're going to be exactly where the fuck you want to be, and you didn't even realize that shit. So don't beat yourself up about it. Don't be so hard on yourself. Learn exactly what it is that you expect of yourself and what you want. And the only way you can truly do that is to spend time with yourself. Get a pen and paper, write down your likes. Sit there and really seriously think, what do I like? What do I dislike? What am I really truly looking for in a career? What would truly make me happy to do every day? And start writing down a list of things that you would do that would make you happy. And I don't mean like writing down certain jobs. Write down certain activities that you'd like to do, that you could see yourself doing every day, whether it's writing, reading, watching TV, taking a shit, whatever. You never know. By the end of that list, you might find out you might want to be a damn professional toilet tissue tester. Who the fuck knows? But you need to write it down. Write it down. And also, too, that is an integral part of manifesting as well. How can you manifest and you don't really know what you want, because you don't really know who you are? You ever heard that saying, be careful what you wish for? Because a lot of times we wish for things, we say we want things, and then on the path to getting what it is we want, we grow. Our vision changes, our perspective changes. We outgrow that situation, and by the time we get it, that's not what we really want, because we're past that. We've outgrown that. But if you really knew who you are, you wouldn't have that problem. Because if you know who you are, you don't just think about yourself in the now. We have to get out of that, what's the word? I forgot about it. That pleasure-seeking, instant gratification mind frame that we have. That's the problem. Everybody wants this instant gratification. And what people don't realize is good things take time. Good things take time. So you plan, you prepare, you organize, you strategize, you realize. You get to learn yourself, because once you get to learn yourself, then you know what will truly make you happy long term, not just in the now. And you plan towards that, and you work towards it bit by bit, piece by piece, day by day. And before you know it, you in there like swimwear, and it feels so natural. So natural. Sometimes we have to sit and we really have to take an evaluation of every aspect of our lives in order to learn ourselves and who we truly are, what we truly want, and what we truly got going on right now. That doesn't mean you got to sit there one day and just be like, oh, I'm going to evaluate my whole life. No. You can cross that bridge when you get to it. Whatever aspect of your life that you want more clarity about with yourself, whatever aspect of your life you feel confused, you need more direction about, focus on that. Sit there, brainstorm, talk to yourself, pray, ask for clarity, be honest with yourself, write down a list of your pros and your cons in yourself, the things you like about yourself, don't like, internal, not just physical. Guys, we got to stop being so shallow. It's what's on the inside that counts. What's on the inside that counts. Those are the things that we have to change in order to achieve the things that we really want. Alrighty, the things that people don't see, the things that you really do. Those are things you got to change. Those are things you have to learn about yourself in order to find out what will truly make you happy and what will help you to achieve true fulfillment. Think about when you were a child. What were your childhood passions? What were the things you used to love to do? Start there. Expand on that. It might not even be that, but think about that might start you to thinking about something else, and you just never know where that's going to go. Write it down. Write it down. Yes, the mind is a beautiful thing, but sometimes the mind has a lot on it, and we got to write it down. That's a part of manifesting as well. Be positive. Be positive. Be positive. If you think about everything in the negative, if you think you can't have something, if you think you're never going to get to know yourself, right? If you think nobody's ever going to understand you, if you don't know yourself, nobody's going to get to know you. If you don't understand yourself, you can't let people understand you. People are not going to understand you. They're going to be like, this bitch confused, right? But if you learn who you are and love who you are, people will love it too. And they will want to learn who you are as well, right? The knowledge of self makes you more physically attractive, period. It helps you to exude a confidence. It turns your internal light on, helps you to shine. When you really learn who you are and you really love who you are, it's amazing. You guys should try it. I love it over here. Real shit. Real shit. Come on. There's room. There's room, guys. There's room. Try it. Write it down. Make some lists. Some pros and cons. Things you want to improve on. Things you want to do. In order to learn yourself, something that really helped me to learn myself as well is I used to challenge myself where I would set short-term goals, like say for like 3 months at a time. And I would say, okay, in this 3 months, I want to accomplish 3 things. But one of those things that I would say would be something I've never done before, out of my comfort zone. That helped me to learn myself a lot. Because sometimes you have to expand your own horizons and you just never know. Y'all take that one to the bank and cash it, okay? I had to give y'all a moment of silence, let that seep in. Try it. Try it, though. Real shit. Try it. Learn yourself. Love yourself. Have a safe weekend. And I love you guys. Okay?